Hey, welcome back to episode 3 of our vlog series of us building our small business. If you managed to get through our podcast, thank you so much. I have no idea how you did it. I think there was only like 3 of you, but we filmed that pretty late after we finished work, so it was just like 2 potatoes sitting around having a conversation. And I'd like to sort of go over what we spoke about on the podcast, because I think some real big things happened over the week in terms of our business. I'd just like to share that with you and keep you updated. So our website is now live. I'll run through that with you guys soon. The mobile version obviously is that's what most people are going to be viewing it on. We've obviously made some products so we can make our website live. We have some products to sell. As you can see, we've got the cinnamon scented tallow balm. It looks really good. We're really happy with the packaging and how that turned out. It's quite vibrant, fun. The only thing that we're not too psyched about is the sticker on the back. As you can see, it's a little small. The information's a little hard to read, but for our first batch, we're really happy. So there's some issues that we can get ironed out in the future, no problem. We've also started making TikToks. We don't spend too much time on TikTok, so it's quite a learning experience for us to put together some good content and attract people to our website. We're sort of seeing some good results. I mean, we're averaging like 500 views a TikTok, and I know that's not a lot in terms of TikTok. TikTok's quite explosive. It's kind of just a good feeling for now, even getting people to see it and then be curious enough to click on our website. So we're definitely on the right path. It's just more about making engaging content and educating why our product is so good. So if you've been to our website, the link's in the description below. You'll notice that we have 2 types of products. Well, one type of product being the tallow balm, but we have 2 different scents. So we have a lemon and a cinnamon one. This batch that we've made here is only of the cinnamon balm. So we're just going to make our lemon scented tallow now. The clarification process is done. So it's just the fun part, really, extracting all of the water out of it, adding some scents, and then whipping the tallow balm when it's cool. So I'll put that up on the screen now. There'll be a quick little compilation of us doing that. Unfortunately, the microphone on my camera's broken, so it's going to be a little bit hard for me to walk through that. I need to use an external mic plugged into my laptop. It's a bit of a messy setup at the moment, but one day I'll definitely give a detailed run through of the process of us making the product. It's quite a cool little process, but yeah, so I'll put that up on the screen now, and then we'll run through our website. So I hope the tallow making process was cool to watch. I hope it went really well. If you check out our website, you'll probably see that there's now a lemon one in stock. That's just the batch that we just put together then, so that's pretty cool. So I just want to run through the website. Like I mentioned in the podcast, we talked a little bit about the problems that we had with it. Since then, I've made some small changes, but it's nowhere near where we want it to be. So as you can see, we have the banner, and on the mobile version, there is a little bit of an image. If you look at it on the desktop version, that will make a bit more sense. There's a bit of a banner with me holding one of the products. Unfortunately, on mobile, it doesn't look that great. So we're working on adding some code that will change the image depending if it's being viewed on mobile or desktop. As we scroll down, we have the badges here. I think it throws off the balance of the website with some of them being 3 lines, some of the icons being a bit bigger than others. It just makes it seem a bit uncohesive, if that's a word. Followed immediately, we have our products. I think that looks okay, having a little spiral. On desktop, it doesn't look too great. The discounted price is a bright red on the pink and it just clashes a little bit. So looking to change that on the desktop side of things. That's already loaded, but we embedded some of our TikToks as you scroll down. Once again, this looks really great on mobile. Not too sure about the desktop version. It just looks a bit weird sitting out by itself. The quote looks fine. An image just showing off the benefits and then the ingredients. 2 more of the products, just the same products, just in a different format. And then some frequently asked questions that we've just put in there from our descriptions. And the thing that we mentioned in the podcast that we're not too happy about is that I just don't think it increases the awareness of what our product does and what it's trying to do. We know that in a lot of skincare and cosmetics, there's so many issues with them. It's a very unregulated sort of industry. So the thing a lot of people talk about in terms of skincare is that you're trying to get the most amount of benefit with the least amount of drawbacks. And that's where our product sort of fits in. There's lots of benefits to it. If you look at that image, it gives you a breakdown of everything that's in tallow. Tallow's an amazing product. And then our product also has the least amount of drawbacks in terms of nothing that's in there is bad for you at all. Whereas a lot of modern cosmetics that are scientifically formulated, while they might do a good job of fixing your skin or whatever their intention is, there is also a lot of drawbacks inside of them. They're full of PFAs and endocrine disruptors, which aren't good for you. They sort of mimic the human's hormones and throw your body out of balance. So just educating why modern skincare is bad and why our product is better. I think we need to do a better job of that on the website. So yeah, like I mentioned, we've been making TikToks. If you want to check that out, I'll probably drop that link in the description below. If you follow it, that would help us out a lot. That'd be awesome. We're trying to get a lot better at that. Like I mentioned, we don't consume too much short form content. So this is like a whole new world to us. We know that it is quite powerful, just the amount of eyes you can get on your product within a couple of hours. So it's definitely the right path to pursue, I believe, in terms of getting eyes on Melted Moo. The goal for the next week, and hopefully by the time we post the podcast, is that we have got our first sale. That would be huge. Just work out how we did it, what platform it came from, and then just double down on it. So that's the plan for this week. I hope you guys are well, and we'll see you next week.